So as you can see guys, today we are starting this analysis in a weekly time frame, because right now if we look at the price structure using this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, according to this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, the price of Bitcoin now has a very high potential to continue further in an upward direction towards the next Fibonacci level of 76.39. Right now where we are is this red line. You can see here, this red line is the 61.80 Fibonacci level. Since we are already around this 61.80 Fibonacci level, the next possible outcome will be the move here in an upward direction in a weekly time frame for Bitcoin. And if that's going to happen, then the up target is going to be around this 61 to 62,000 price level, and that is going to be the 76.39 Fibonacci level. And why I'm actually showing you this is because if you look at the price structure of Bitcoin here from the past Bitcoin price action, whenever the trend was in an uptrend like this, once when we were able to find support above this 61.80 Fibonacci level, this red line, the price went straight towards the top channel, right? You can see. But before we look at this top channel, we tested this 76.39% Fibonacci level and then headed to the upside. So now let's go back and look at another move here. This was also a really nice impulsive move. Price was able to find support above this red line, which is the 61.80. Then we tested this 76.39% Fibonacci level, found support, and then again we headed towards this top of the channel. And now let's look at this backward, guys. This is also showing us that hey, this line didn't reach the top of the channel, but it came and tested at least this 76.39% Fibonacci level. So what I'm trying to show you here is that right now, since the price of Bitcoin has already reached this 61.80 Fibonacci level, this means there is a very likely scenario. If we are not going to test the top of the channel, then at least we should come across this 76.39% Fibonacci level, and that's going to be around 61 to 62,000 price level. And let's say if the trend is also going to continue further, then you can see around this top line, the trend could be around 100,000 price level. And this actually looks pretty interesting in a bigger time frame, because if the price is also going to continue in this markup phase to touch the top of the channel, just like here, right, or just like here, then guys, the top of the channel could be around 100,000 price level. And in a bigger time frame, you can see the price of Bitcoin still looks very bullish. And now let me also show you daily time frame. If we look at this Bitcoin USD in a daily time frame, you can see guys, there is a very likely scenario that we are going to continue further in an upward direction, because you can see here, this Williams alligator indicator is showing a very bullish sign. I told you, whenever you see this green line at the top and the blue line at the bottom, this is a sign of an uptrend. And whenever you see this blue line at the top and green line at the bottom, that is a sign of reversal, right? And I've talked about this scenario plenty of time. You can see the blue line at the top, green line at the bottom, sign of a reversal. But whenever you see crossover happening, green line at the top, blue line at the bottom, that is a sign of an uptrend. And right now you can see we did have some confluence here, but you can see the price and this Williams alligator indicator started again moving in an upward direction. This green line now is still at the top, and the the blue line is still at the bottom, which is flashing a bullish outcome for Bitcoin. And if we look to the downside, this unbalanced volume here, you can see this is a momentum indicator, and according to this unbalanced volume, the trend here still looks bullish, and it also shows the crowd sentiment for us. And now, since the unbalanced volume does looks bullish, and also this Williams alligator indicator crossover is also a bullish crossover, and this RSI here is also above 50 level. And I've already said you guys, whenever you see this RSI line above 50 level, then that is also indicating hey, the trend here could still continue further in an upper direction. And looking in the bigger time frame, right, you can see this could turn out to be a very bullish scenario in a bigger time frame. And in a daily time frame, this price is also flashing a bullish scenario. And even if we are going to see any sort of a pullback, we know this line here, right, this moving averages or this Williams alligator indicator could act as a support, and then we could still continue further in an upper direction. So these are two scenarios I see right now, looking in a bigger time frame and also in a daily time frame. So now let's switch into smaller time frame. And guys, also make some noise for the YouTube algorithm, because a like, a comment and share would definitely help this channel grow. And also Phemex right now is giving away a $680 bonus to those individuals who sign up using my ref link down below, and it is only for limited time period, because you can see here we only have 11 days left now, so it's for limited time only. So follow the instruction and claim your bonuses. So now let's switch the chart. So guys, now if we look at this Wyckoff's reaction phase scenario in a 4-hour time frame. I've actually talked about this already on my yesterday's video. I said to you guys very loud and clear that this area where we were actually making more like a this shakeout, fake out type of scenario before trend again start moving in an upper direction, and this is exactly what we are also witnessing with Bitcoin price action right now in a 4-hour time frame, because according to this Wyckoff, you can see this shakeout type of scenario or fake out type of scenario before price again heading in an upper direction, and this is exactly what we are also witnessing with Bitcoin price action right now. And if you want to look at this price structure here to pinpoint some area where we could be possibly heading, guys, what we can do is we can add this simple ascending triangle scenario for Bitcoin right now, because if we monitor this price movement using this ascending triangle, you can see the upper line here acted as a very strong resistance, lower line played as a very strong support. So if this is going to play out as a ascending triangle, the possible outcome here, right, the breakout outcome could actually lead from this upper line area, which is going to be around somewhere around 53,400 to 53,500 price level to the upside. And why here, right, why this ascending triangle is going to be an important line, because if we look at this price example, this is an example of an ascending triangle, what I'm just trying to show you, this uptrend consolidation phase, because you can see we are making higher lows all the time, but the upper line here is a flat upper trend line, and after breaking out of this upper line, this is going to be another impulsive move here, the trend continuation pattern. And this is exactly what I'm actually trying to show you. You can see here, right, impulsive move, consolidation phase. Just like with the example, we could maybe also see some pullback around the lower line area of this ascending triangle, which should also be taken into consideration. And if we are able to break inside, then again a new impulsive move will follow. If you say, hey, I want to look at this in a bit different way, so what you can also do is you can add another scenario here, and this scenario could be more like a symmetrical triangle, because if I remove this drawing, you can see this does looks like a symmetrical triangle breakout type of scenario. So if this is going to continue, so the next possible outcome for here is going to be around $50,800 to $50,700 price range. So we have two targets here which could be playing out right now for Bitcoin. So first one is going to be with this ascending triangle which I just showed you, right, and the second one is going to be the symmetrical triangle. So any sort of a pullback, we know the lower line here could be acting as a very strong support. And if you want to look at this in a bit different way, including this Fibonacci extension level, guys, what we can do is we can add this Fibonacci extension level to pinpoint some area of support resistance for Bitcoin at this current stage, because this price here is around again at this 0.786 Fibonacci extension level, around 48,150 price level. We know we have a very strong resistance. We saw that yesterday as well. Any sort of a price pullback, if this is not going to hold the price anymore, then we should also be looking around this 0.618 Fibonacci extension level of 44,000 being a very strong support. And you can see that this line has acted as a strong support. So if you see price is not holding around this lower line of this ascending triangle, then we could also see this pullback, which could be a possible scenario, right, around 44,000. But we know around 44,000 we have a strong support. The ascending triangle outcome is also exactly at this 100% Fibonacci extension level. So now if this trend is going to give a breakout, then we can also see this 53,400 to 53,500 could play as a next possible target here for us, because right now the most important thing for Bitcoin to do is find support around this 48,400 to 48,500. So if that's going to happen, then there is a very likely scenario that we are going to see a very impulsive move here in an upper direction for Bitcoin. So guys, these are some of the scenario I wanted to share with you in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then hit the like button, and also if you're watching this for the first time, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.